In this session, we'll see how to find the value of any trigonometric ratios for angle 15. For this, we have to know the Tolling's sum and difference formulas, of which we'll be using the difference formula for sine and cos. We'll start with sine 15. For sine, the difference formula is sine alpha minus beta equal to sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. Now, this 15 can be written as 45 minus 30. So, sine 15 is nothing but sine 45 minus 30. So when we compare this with the actual formula, in place of alpha we have 45 and in place of beta we have 30. So substitute these values in the formula and it will get modified like this. Now we know the value of sine 45 and cos 30, cos 45 and sine 30 as well. Let us substitute those values here. Now sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. This is the first term, and then cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 30 is 1 by 2. Now after simplifying this, 1 into root 3 is root 3 upon 2 root 2. That would be the value for first one, and for the second one, 1 into 1 is 1 upon 2 root 2. After this, we can notice that denominator for both the terms are same. So we can write this as root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Now either we can leave this here or we'll be multiplying both numerator and denominator with root 2. When we do this, it will get modified. Root 2 into root 3 is root 6. Here we have root 2 into root 3. As per the formula root a into root b equal to root ab, this can be written as root 2 into 3, which is nothing but root 6. And for the second term, minus 1 into root 2 is minus root 2 upon here 2 root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So we will have 2 into 2. This gives root 6 minus root 2 upon 4. So either we can use this root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 or root 6 minus root 2 upon 4 for sine 15. Now we'll see for cos 15. For cos, the difference formula is cos alpha minus beta equal to cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta. Again, on writing 15 as 45 minus 30, we'll have this wherein alpha would be equal to 45 and beta equal to 30. Substitute the values of alpha and beta in the formula and the formula will become like this. Now again, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 30 it is root 3 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 30 is 1 by 2. Let's substitute these values, and after this if we simplify, just multiply 1 into root 3 is root 3 upon 2 root 2 plus 1 into 1 is 1 upon 2 root 2. Again both the denominators are same, so directly add the numerators, that gives root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. Either we can leave the formula here or we can multiply both numerator and denominator with root 2. In a similar way, now root 2 into root 3 is root 6 plus 1 into root 2 is root 2 upon root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 2 into 2, this makes 4. So we can use either root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 or root 6 plus root 2 upon 4 for cos 15. The next is tan 15. Tan is nothing but sine upon cos. So as we already know the values of sine and cos, we will try to substitute the values here. Observe that both numerator and denominator are like fractions. When we want to divide any number with a fraction, it is nothing but multiplying the number with the reciprocal of fraction. So we have to take the reciprocal of the denominator. The reciprocal of denominator would be 2 root 2 upon root 3 plus 1. So the numerator should be multiplied with this value. We'll do that. In this, 2 root 2 and 2 root 2 will get cancelled. This leaves root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 as the resultant. Either we can leave the tan 15 value to be this, or it can be further simplified. For that, we have to rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, multiply both numerator and denominator with root 3 minus 1. Now, this term and this term are same. It is like a into a, which is nothing but a square. In the denominator, let us think root 3 to be x and 1 as y. So this is like x plus y and this is like x minus y. X plus y into x minus y is nothing but x square minus y square, whereas x is root 3. So root 3 whole square minus y is 1 square. Root 3 whole square means 3 minus 1 square is 1. This gives 2. So in this manner we have to simplify both numerator and denominator. So in numerator, when we apply this a square is nothing but root 3. A here is root 3 minus 1. So root 3 minus 1 whole square. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So root 3 whole square is 3 and this term will be minus 2 root 3 plus 1. This 3 plus 1 makes 4 and the term as it is minus 2 root 3. So numerator would be 4 minus 2 root 3. That's what is written here. And the denominator got simplified as 2. And we have 2 here. Now in the numerator, if we take 2 out from 4, 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So when we take 2 as common, we'll have another 2 here minus 2 is taken out. So we'll have root 3. The minus is as it is. Divide by 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. We'll have 2 minus root 3 as a result. So for tan 15 also we have got two different values. Both are equal to one another. First one, either we can write it as root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 or 2 minus root 3. Now we'll try to find the value for cosecant 15. For cosecant 15, we already know the value of sine 15 and we are going to use that particular value. Cosecant is nothing but 1 by sine. Using that particular formula, in place of sine 15, we can substitute either of these values. Say if we substitute this particular value, it becomes 1 upon root 6 minus root 2 upon 4. Now again here in denominator we have a fraction. So to perform this particular division, numerator into reciprocal of this particular fraction. Reciprocal means write this particular denominator as numerator here and the numerator will become as denominator. So that is a reciprocal. This results in 4 upon root 6 minus root 2. Again, if we rationalize this particular denominator, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator, and with what we have to multiply. For that, just consider this denominator. Here in place of minus we have to write plus. So both numerator and denominator has to be multiplied with root 6 plus root 2 plus root 2. Now this can be written as 4 into, we'll retain this as it is. In denominator, if we see root 6 is like a minus root 2 is b. Again this is like a plus b. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. A is root 6 whole square minus b is root 2 whole square. Now the numerator will write as it is And in denominator, root 6 whole square is 6 minus root 2 whole square is 2. So this will be like 6 minus 2 is 4. A 4 and 4 will get cancelled, resulting in root 6 plus root 2 as the value. This would be the value of cosecant 15. Now, if we consider the second value here, substitute the first value here, that is root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Now, here again the fraction in denominator, so multiply numerator with its reciprocal. This will result in 2 root 2 upon root 3 minus 1. Now for this, rationalize the denominator. Either we can leave this here or rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator with root 3 plus 1. So after multiplying this would be 2 root 2 into root 3 plus 1. In denominator, it is like a minus b into a plus b. So it should be equal to a square. A square is root 3 whole square minus b square. B means 1 square. So root 3 whole square is 3 minus 1. It's 2. So this entire term on 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled out and we will have the remaining value root 3 plus 1 into root 2. Multiplying will get root 6 plus root 2. So either we can use this root 6 plus root 2 or 2 root 2 upon root 3 minus 1. Next we'll try to calculate secant 15. Secant 15 can be derived from cos 15 value. We already know cos 15. So secant is nothing but 1 by cos. Use either of these. If we use these values, so 1 by root 6 plus root 2 upon 4. So this will become 4 by root 6 plus root 2. To rationalize the denominator, we'll multiply both numerator and denominator with root 6 minus 2. Upon simplifying this, we'll get root 6 minus root 2. Now we'll try to substitute the first value and also we can validate this. On substituting the first value, it will become 1 upon root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So we'll multiply the 1 with its reciprocal of the denominator and that will give 2 root 2 upon root 3 plus 1 as the value. Either leave here or rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, multiply both numerator and denominator with root 3 minus 1. Now to simplify this, it will become 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1. This is a plus b and this is a minus b. Again using a square minus b square. So a is root 3 b square. This gives value as 2. So this upon 2, 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. So root 3 minus 1 into root 2. Now root 3 into root 2 is root 6 minus 1 into root 2 is minus root 2. So this becomes root 6 minus root 2. So again we have got two values here for secant 15. Now we'll calculate for cot 15. Cot 15 is nothing but 1 by tan 15. Tan 15 value we already know that you can substitute any one of these. If we do the second one, 1 upon 2 minus root 3. Now to rationalize this, multiply both numerator and denominator with 2 plus root 3. If we do this, the numerator will be 2 plus root 3. This is again like a minus b into a plus b, where a is 2. So 2 square minus b is root 3 whole square. Now 2 plus root 3 upon 2 square is 4 minus root 3 whole square is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. This gives us a value of 2 plus root 3. We'll calculate with the other value as well. Just substitute the value here, 1 upon tan 15. So when we substitute this first value, it would be like this. Here we have substituted, then this is nothing but multiplying the numerator with the reciprocal of the denominator. We have taken the reciprocal of the denominator here and that gives this value of root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. This can be further rationalized. To rationalize, multiply both numerator and denominator with root 3 plus 1. Here it is like same terms. So this will become root 3 plus 1 whole square. This is again a minus b into a plus b. So this is nothing but a square minus b square. In the numerator, use a plus b whole square formula, that gives a square plus 2ab plus b square upon root 3 whole square is 3 minus 1 is 2 equal to root 3 square is 3 plus the second term is 2 root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. Now 3 plus 1 is 4 and the middle term as it is plus 2 root 3 upon 2. We can take 2 common in the numerator, that makes 2 into 2 plus root 3 upon 2. 2 gets cancelled out and we'll have 2 plus root 3 as the answer. So these are the two values for quad. In this video we have seen the trigonometric ratios for angle 15. These are the values we have got for everything. We have got two ways of representing the value. Both are valid depending on how much we have simplified it. Now, after we know the values for 15, we can easily write the values for 75 as well. If we observe these values, sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, tangent, cotangent. What is this co in all the second terms? The co is nothing but complement. Complement means 90 minus. It's a complement with 90. Sine is complement for cosine. So when we say sine 15, this value will be equal to cosine. Cosine means complement. Complement of 15 means 90 minus 15, that is 75. Sine 15 and cosine 75, or we say cos 75. These two values would be same. Similarly, cos and sine are complement, means sine complement of 15 is 75. So cos 15 and sin 75 would be same. Similarly, tan 15. Tan complement is cot. So cot 90 minus 15 is 75. So tan 15, cot 75 same. Similarly, cosecant. Cosecant and secant are complements. So secant 90 minus 15 75. Cosecant 15, secant 75 same. Secant 15 complement means cosecant. Cosecant 75. Both values would be same. Cotangent 15 means tangent 90 minus 15 75. So cot 15 and tan 75 will have the same values. So on calculating for 15, you can write the values for 75 as well, or calculate separately for 75.